Please continue standing. The high school a cappella will now be singing the national anthem, which will be immediately followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may now be seated. We would like to welcome all of the veterans and guests to the Indianola Middle School. Please give a round of applause for the McKinsey Highlanders and their outstanding bagpipes performance. We would like to thank the American Legion Post 165 for the presentation of colors. Every time a color guard presents the colors, it's called a presentation. At a formal event, the colors may be placed in stands, that is posted. The history of the presentation of colors starts back in ancient Egypt. The flags were used to rally the troops and mark the commander's location. Originally a military tradition, we now do the presentation of colors in government events, school events, parades, and games. The United States flag is a symbol of freedom. Each star represents one of the 50 states and the 13 stripes for each of the 13 original colonies. The American flag is so important to us today because it is a symbol of the nation's history, unity, and core values like freedom, justice, and equality. The performance of the national anthem is a common practice throughout the United States at varying events like sporting events. It was first composed by Francis Scott Key during 1814, and after becoming an unofficial anthem, it became recognized officially by Congress in 1931. The Pledge of Allegiance was first written in August of 1892 and published for the first time on September 8th of the same year. Over the years, various things were added to the original pledge, including the flag of the United States of America in 1923 and Under God in 1954.
And now, the Indianola High School a cappella will be singing America the Beautiful, arranged by Alice Jordan. America the Beautiful was created by Wellesley College professor Catherine Lee Bates upon seeing the Rocky Mountains for the first time. It was first a poem, but later put to music in 1895.
Next, our 8th grade band will be playing Armed Forces on Parade, which is a medley of 4 military songs that are played in order to honor our veterans. Veterans, when you hear your song, please stand to be recognized. Coast Guard members, please stand for the Anchors Away, and Space Force veterans may stand with the Air Force song. This year, middle school students participated in the International Peace Poster Contest, which our Indianola Lions Club sponsors every year. Creating peace posters allows students to express their visions of peace and inspire the world through art and creativity. We are grateful to those heroes who give us everything to achieve peace in our world. Congratulations to the following IMS 6th grade students who placed locally, and congratulations to all participants for sharing their visions of peace with us. The theme of this year's Peace Poster Contest is Together as One. 3rd place goes to McKenna Mechanic. Second place goes to Liliana Hayden. And first place goes to Wyatt Arnold. This poster will go on to compete at the next level. These pieces are on display in the lobby outside the field house. Let's give them a round of applause.
The Song for the Unsung Hero by Joseph Martin is a tribute to the men and women who risked or lost their lives to serve and protect us. Today, our 8th grade choir here at IMS will be performing it.
Today's keynote speech will be delivered by Senior Master Sergeant Nicholas Fleury. Senior Master Sergeant Nicholas Fleury currently serves as Superintendent of Logistics Plan and Integration in the 132nd Logistics Readiness Squadron, where he ensures the global mobilization capability of 989 members of the 132nd Wing. Sergeant Fleury enlisted in the Air National Guard in August 2000. His 25-year career began in aircraft fuel systems maintenance with the 185th Fighter Wing in Sioux City. In the fall of 2002, Sergeant Fleury transferred to the 114th Fighter Wing South Dakota Air National Guard. During his time with the 114th Fighter Wing, Sergeant Fleury deployed to Balad Air Base, Iraq in 2006 and again in 2010 in support of Operation Iraqi Freedom. In June of 2011, Sergeant Fleury transferred to the 216th Space Control Squadron, California Air National Guard. After being away from the great people of Iowa for too long, Sergeant Fleury transferred back to the Iowa Air National Guard and into the 132nd Wing in January 2016. Senior Master Sergeant Fleury is a basic military training honor graduate, a distinguished graduate from enlisted undergraduate space training, the 2014 216th Space Control Squadron Non-Commissioned Officer of the Year, the 2016 Air Reserve Command Force Support Senior Non-Commissioned Officer of the Year, and the 2018 132nd Wing Senior Non-Commissioned Officer of the Year. Sergeant Fleury's additional military education includes Airman Leadership School, Non-Commissioned Officer School, Senior Non-Commissioned Officer School, and Senior Enlisted Joint Professional Military Education 1 and 2. Senior Master Sergeant Fleury is a native of Ponca, Nebraska, and a 1999 graduate of Ponca High School. In 2005, he received his bachelor degree of Science in Wildlife and Fisheries Biology from South Dakota State University. Senior Master Sergeant Fleury and his wife Krista reside in Indianola, Iowa, where his two daughters, Mia and Grace, attend the Indianola school system. We would like to welcome Nicholas Fleury as our keynote speaker.
Good morning. It's an honor to be here this morning representing our local veterans and service members. I'd like to give a quick shout out to everybody who put this program on. It really means a lot to our service members and the people of our community. I'd also like to give a special shout out to the Indianola Fine Arts Program for the beautiful music that they did this morning. Would you join me in giving them a round of applause? Thank you. It's on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month in 1918 that Allied forces in Germany called an end to World War I. 36 years later, on November 11th, 1954, President Eisenhower officially signed legislation to name this holiday Veterans Day, a day to honor all those who've served in the armed forces of the United States. Veterans Day is a day of remembrance, but it's also a day of reflection. It's a chance for each of us, no matter of age or background, to pause and consider what it truly means to serve. The idea of service is what I'd like to focus on this morning. Service is more than a word, it's a calling. It's a quiet courage to put others before yourself. It's a willingness to step forward when your nation or your community needs you the most. Throughout history, veterans have answered that call. They've missed birthdays, holidays, special moments with their loved ones, and many paying the ultimate sacrifice by laying down their lives so we might live in freedom. Since World War I, over 624,000 military men and women across all major conflicts have lost their lives in service to our country. A reminder that freedom isn't free, but it's worth fighting for. Today, I'd like to take a moment to recognize a unique group that represents both community and military service. My brothers and sisters in arms, the National Guard. National Guard members have stood watch over our liberties for nearly 4 centuries. During World War II, over 350,000 National Guard members were called to active duty. After the attacks of September 11, 2001, over 1 million Guard men and women have have been deployed overseas in countries like Iraq and Afghanistan. And even today, over 42,000 Guard men and women are standing post. They're deployed abroad, they're responding to natural disasters, and helping to keep our homeland safe and secure. What makes the Guard remarkable is that these men and women live among us. They teach in our schools, they run small businesses, they run for local government positions, they volunteer in our churches, and they raise their families right here in our community. Yet at a moment's notice, they put their lives on hold to serve both their state and their nation. Like most of you, I grew up knowing several Guard men and women and veterans, and I witnessed their service to our nation and our community. I also had several family members that had a huge impact on my decision to serve. My grandmother, though unable to serve in the military in uniform, at the age of 19 loaded on a train to go to Hastings, Nebraska to work in a factory building weapons and building parts for bombs that they used in the World War II effort. Both of my grandfathers served in the military. My grandpa Russ served in the United States Navy during World War II, and my grandpa Chris served in the United States Army. But their service didn't stop when they hung up their uniform. They moved back home and into the community, and they both ran small businesses. They served in local government positions, and they volunteered for the American Legion, the Volunteer Fire Department, and the local rodeo association. They took pride in their community and made time to give back, and that's what true servant leadership looks like. I didn't recognize it then as a young child, but I do now. I see that their example shaped the man that I became and helped me find my way into military service. I was lost, 19-year-old searching for purpose. A purpose that I ended up finding, and a purpose that came naturally because of the way I was raised and the examples that I had around me. The Air Force core values of integrity first, excellence in all we do, and service before ourselves align with the values that I was raised with. I'm grateful for my upbringing, and I'm grateful for the examples of the veterans and the family members that I had in my life that showed me what it means to serve. So let's ask ourselves this morning what we can learn from our veterans and for those who have come before us. We learned that courage isn't loud, but it's steady. It's showing up day after day with integrity and commitment. It's humility, the kind that put others in front of themselves. And it's faith. Faith in our country, faith in our neighbors, and in the belief that one person's service can make a difference. Our veterans remind us that service doesn't end when the uniform comes off. It continues in our schools and our communities. So today, as we honor those who have served, let's do more than just say thank you. Let's carry their example forward. Let's continue to teach our children that duty matters more than comfort, integrity more than convenience, and service more than self. That's a true legacy of our veterans, not only in what they've done, but what they inspire us to do every day. So to all those who served in uniform, and to those who continue to serve in so many ways, we honor you and we thank you. God bless, and happy Veterans Day.
Next, the 8th grade choir and band will perform America of Thee I Sing. This is a medley of My Country 'Tis of Thee, Yankee Doodle Boy, You're a Grand Old Flag, and America the Beautiful, arranged by Emily Crocker, founding director of the Milwaukee Children's Choir. My Country 'Tis of Thee was lyricized in 1831 by Samuel Smith to the melody of many countries' national anthems, most famously God Save the King or Queen. Yankee Doodle Boy and You're a Grand Old Flag were both composed by George M. Cohen, Yankee Doodle in 1904, and You're a Grand Old Flag in 1908. Lucy and Ellery, please join me for the Quilt of Valor ceremony. Eighth graders Ellery, Lucy, and I contributed to creating a Quilt of Valor. A Quilt of Valor is a handmade quilt awarded to service members and veterans who have been touched by war to say thank you for their service and sacrifice. Quilts of Valor began in 2003 with Catherine Roberts, who wanted to comfort her son and other service members deployed in Iraq and Afghanistan. The first quilt was presented to a young soldier at Walter Reed Army Medical Center in November 2003, launching the Quilt of Valor Foundation. For Catherine, it started as a dream. She said, "The dream was as vivid as real life. I saw a young man sitting on the side of his bed in the middle of the night, hunched over. The permeating feeling was one of utter despair. I could see his war demons clustered around, dragging him down into an emotional gutter. Then, as if viewing a movie, I saw him in the next scene, wrapped in a quilt. His whole demeanor changed from being one of despair to one of hope and well-being. The quilt had made this dramatic change. The message of my dream was, quilts equal healing. The model appeared simple: have a volunteer team who would donate their time and materials to make a quilt. One person would piece the top and the others would quilt it. I saw the name for this special quilt. It was a Quilt of Valor, a QOV. Major Scott A. Williams is the Deputy Base Civil Engineer, 132nd Civil Engineer Squadron, 132nd Wing, Iowa Air National Guard, Des Moines, ANGB, Iowa. He is responsible for the wing's sustainment of $124 million in facilities and infrastructure on an installation that spans 171 acres. His duties also include maintaining the 132nd Wing Base Master Plan, the planning and programming for all new construction and renovations, maintaining and executing the sustainment, restoration, and maintenance budget, and serves as the 132nd Wing Energy Manager, responsible for all energy conservation initiatives. As the Emergency Management Flight Readiness OIC, he serves as the liaison between senior enlisted personnel and the commander coordinating all civil engineering functions from war and peacetime readiness to humanitarian missions. Major Williams began his career as an aerospace propulsion mechanic at the 132nd Fighter Wing, Des Moines, ANGB, Iowa, in 2000. In 2002, he was selected to become a full-time member of the 132nd FW Aerospace Propulsion Section. In 2004, when he enrolled full-time in the construction engineering program at Iowa State University, where he received his Bachelor of Science degree in 2009. In June of 2009, he was again selected to rejoin the full-time force of the 132nd Aerospace Propulsion Section. As a member of the 132nd Fighter Wing, he has served in support of contingency deployments to RAF Lakenheath, England, Balad Air Base, Iraq, and Kandahar Airfield, Afghanistan. In August 2013, Major Williams was selected for commissioning, attended the Air National Guard Academy of Military Service, and was commissioned in the 13th of December 2013. In May of 2014, Major Williams was stationed at Goodfellow ABF for the Intelligence Officer course, earning the 14N AFSC, and was stationed at Langley AFB as OIC of the Target Development Cell from April 2017 to September 2017. In October 2017, he was assigned to the 132nd Allegiance Support Squadron and was responsible for group weapons and tactics, training, current operations, and current plans. In April 2020, Major Williams was selected for a career-broadening opportunity and was assigned to the Logistics Readiness Squadron as a drill status guardsman. In August of 2021, Major Williams was selected to be the next Deputy Base Civil Engineer of the 132nd Civil Engineer Squadron. This year, we'd like to present our first Quilt of Valor to Major Scott Williams. His wife is our school nurse, and his sons attend the school. Josh is in 6th grade, Nate is an 8th grader, and Gabe is a sophomore. Major Williams, we are honored to present this quilt to you, and we thank you for your service and sacrifices.
Now please welcome Mrs. Wolf's students to present our Missing Man Table ceremony. We are here today to honor the veterans in attendance, but let's take a few moments to honor those who are currently missing, imprisoned, or fallen in action with the Missing Man Table. The table is set for one, symbolizing the loneliness and isolation of our veterans that were taken prisoner or missing. The table represents our everlasting concern for our missing veterans and their families. The white tablecloth is a symbol of purity in the response to our country's call to serve. The red rose symbolizes the blood that many have shed to ensure our freedom, and also of the broken hearts of their family and friends. The yellow ribbon represents the yellow ribbons worn by many who continue to demand that our missing be found and brought home. The slice of lemon symbolizes the bitter fate of the missing. The spilled salt represents the many spilled tears of the families who wait. The inverted glass reminds us of the meals, holidays, and memories that our missing have missed out on. The lit candle symbolizes the light of hope which lives in each of us to show them the way home and our gratitude as a nation and as individuals. The empty chair represents that there are still so many not here today and for whom we miss and honor. Thank you to Mrs. Wolf's students for presenting the Missing Man Table ceremony.
The song Taps, previously known as Lights Out, is a song played at military funerals. It wasn't always like that, though. It used to be a signal to soldiers to go to sleep. It is also played to honor veterans on days like Memorial Day or Veterans Day. Today, 2 students from Indianola High School will be performing for us. Please welcome Indianola High School juniors Jessica Yakovona and Aaron Sherman on the trumpet.
We'd like to thank the American Legion Color Guard, the Mackenzie Highlanders, and our keynote speaker, Nicholas Fleury, for coming to today's assembly and helping us recognize our veterans. We'd also like to thank the veterans and their families for attending today. If everyone could please stand as the Color Guard retires the colors and for the reception of veterans. Veterans and their families are welcome to go into the Creek Street Gym for a reception.